Is meditation something to do with the physical body? Is it something to do with our mental body? It's about well-being. All these questions arises, isn't it? So we know this connection that I am making is from article that Kamlesh D. Patel, the Global Guide of Heartfulness, had written. And it struck me, it was so beautifully, it had a flow of a beautiful river, the flow of thought. And I loved it. He said, we are Homo sapiens, right? We are Homo sapiens. And the meaning of Homo sapiens is wise man. Okay? That means we are already wise. That means we are supposed to be something to do with, as a mental being. Okay? We are not even referring ourselves as physical being. We are referring ourselves as mental being. And the word man has come from manas, and manas is nothing but mind. So when we say mind, we're not actually talking about the brain, isn't it? Probably brain is part of it, but where is the mind? And if I say, I am mindful, I'm probably talking about my consciousness. I want to ask you before that one question. Let's say, what do you think? What is consciousness as per you? What do you, how will you explain consciousness if you have to say it to someone? Just put it on the chat. Right or wrong answer, don't worry. Okay, I have some level of awareness. Okay, yeah. Being aware of our actions, yeah. Being aware of oneself. So I can hear the word awareness and aware quite a few times. So yeah, awareness, yeah. So we know consciousness has got something to do with awareness. Degree of awareness for everyone is different, and it changes every day through meditation. It opens your consciousness. It's like a canvas where your mind, your intellect, your ego plays a part to expand or contract. So if your intellect is walking towards wisdom, then it's expanding. Your ego walking towards humility, expanding, isn't it? And your mind is open to change and new things, it's expanding. So for your consciousness to expand, all these subtle bodies in ourselves, which I as an finance person will say intangible asset, it, you don't know where it is, or you can't touch it. That's how a non-science student will speak, isn't it? So you don't know where it is, and yet we talk about it, yet we feel it, yet we are aware of it, yet we are unaware of it. All this is about that field of consciousness. If there is an example here, if I want to give, if I say, you're not looking good today, you may probably take that as, and give an explanation saying that, no, this happened. But if I say, you are such a dumb idiot, what will happen to you? You're referring to your mind. You remember I said, we are Homo sapiens, and our mind is important to us. We actually relate to our mind more than our body. If I say that, you will definitely feel terrible. So if mind is so important, we are not working at the mind level. We are always working at the body level. I'm not saying body is not important, but when our mind synchronizes with our heart, comes together, that is the time we can probably evolve through our mind and heart, and also bring up the minute, I think, when my mind started uh, regulating, that is the time I could focus more on my body. So I'm a firm believer that I have to work on my mind first, which will also synchronize with my heart, because the mind is a logical machine and the heart is the feeling. And the feeling is what we speak about in heartfulness practice a lot. If you're in touch with your feelings, I'm not talking about emotion, because like how thoughts have to be regulated, emotions have to be regulated. And when we regulate our emotions and we regulate our thoughts, that's how we can get in touch with our inner feeling. So if fear is natural, courage is also natural. Overcoming fear is courage, isn't it? How do I find that courage? Through meditation. How do I find the compassion? Through meditation. How do I transcend my anger? Through meditation. Because during meditation, this transformation happens within us. So when we talk about empowering women, that is the reason why when we started Hold Forum for Women, every year we offer meditation in our forum. Because I think even with all the emotional changes that is happening to us day in and day out, between the age of 12 and probably 55, 60, all the changes that we go through, all the emotion up and down can be regulated. I found heartfulness meditation very effective to regulate my emotions. So what we want to do next is we want to talk about stress and how it actually affects us. Because stress comes through unregulated emotion, unregulated thoughts that we saw just now. Stress comes through this overwhelming feeling that you get when when you think you're not able to control an outcome, when you think that someone or somebody else needs to do something, but it's not in your hand, they need to do it. So how do you handle this kind of stress? So let's see, what is stress first. Can I have some responses? What do you think is stress? You've been good audience, and I can see some more answers when I was talking. So what is stress as per you? Very simple. One word also will do. Not able to handle. Yeah, Didi, correct. Not able to handle something. So that's something we will talk about. Not things in your control. Yeah, anxiety, unacceptable. So anxiety is when you when you pull that rubber of stress too much. Husband, yeah, can be stressful. I agree. Something we did not expect. Yeah, something unexpected happens, especially in future is unexpected, right? So we feel anxious about the future. And do you know when you feel depressed? When things have not happened the way it has to happen. That is, we think about the past and we feel constantly depressed. So this, when I say constantly depressed, what does that mean? If you feel depressed for over a period of time, let's say over a month, 2 months, 3 months, then definitely you have to seek professional help. That time you won't be able to sit to do meditation. Meditation or any kind of stress related things are to be done before. They are like vaccination. You cannot start meditating when you're feeling depressed and anxious. It's not possible. We immune our children beforehand, right? We all wish that if before COVID we had the vaccination and it was tested well, we would have had less deaths, less people affected by COVID, isn't it? So, as per one article that Taji has written, he has given a fact saying that 300 million people are affected by stress. And in that 300 million, between 18 and 29 is the age group that feels depressed and has high level of anxiety disorders and stress. But we still don't talk about mental health so easily, isn't it? We are ready to tell somebody we have a diabetes or we have blood pressure and I take medication, but we are very reluctant to go to a mental doctor We are very reluctant to take mental medication. So how do one transcend this? That we find forums like this, we talk about it, we take precautions, and if say you're already in a space where you need help, then we are bold enough, courageous enough to uh, extend hand for support. And also somebody needs to say that, yeah, I'm not feeling well, I need to go to a medical professional. So there are some answers here. I'm quickly trying to read. Mental tension caused by difficult situation, fearing unknown circumstances. Yeah, very true. Uh, yeah. So there are so many. Dr. Pooja is also agreeing that husbands can be very stressful, which I seconded, and some of us have also seconded it. Yeah, true. And uh, see, we are celebrating Women's Day, so we have every right to say this today. But tomorrow they will get up and say that we are also in that category. We create stress for them, so it's like give and take of stress. Yeah. Let's hear this and then we'll talk about what is stress. Okay. It's a very nice video, very short, 2 minutes. Yeah.
Stress detox. Why detox stress? Life is a continuous process of facing and solving problems and challenges.
Vasumati, I guess the video stopped. Is it still playing your side?
You can hear now?
Ambiguous world. And
Yes.
sometimes it is overwhelming. Our bodies and minds get stressed. Not all stress is bad. Eustress is positive stress. And distress is harmful stress. But prolonged, uncontrollable distress can negatively affect our immunological, neurological, physiological, and psychological responses. The stress response was designed to help us survive. Under threat, we have to respond quickly. So our body needs more energy, the heart beats faster, our muscles tighten, blood pressure rises, breathing quickens, senses sharpen, focus heightens, and our pupils widen. This was life-saving when we had to run from lions or tigers or fight battles. But today, we live in chronic low-grade stress situations in urban environments, with high-pressure jobs, pollution, and so on, leading to wear and tear on the body. Heart disease, digestive problems, loss of sleep, mental worry, negative thinking, loss of confidence, and depression are all attributed to stress. Researchers have concluded that the real issue is in how our minds perceive and handle situations. Our inability to deal with situations well and solve problems leads to accumulated effects of stress. Here are a few tried and tested techniques to deal with stress in various settings. If you have any underlying medical or psychological problem, please seek medical help and use these techniques as complementary methods in discussion with your treating physician.